Musicality. Drop that heat.
All right, lads. As you can see, I was doing a bit of recording here because I was informed that Axe did indeed come after our build to the CCC, which only means to me that they're watching us. The person who came to defend isn't even isn't even they don't even hold a title in the city, so that just further proves that they are indeed watching us. This person is the supreme commander of Basra, wherever that is, and they came over to stop our builds. Unfortunately, I was able to chip off a bit of damage, maybe about 15% there, maybe a little bit more. It looks maybe about 20%, maybe. And so they do have some strong arty. The MB, as we all know, is not the perfect unit to tank bases, but it is fast and it is effective. So yeah, just want to give an update on that. To further add on to the last video I posted that will be coming out later today, I believe, or it may have already released. In a server such as this, where the server overall power is, according to their rankings, right, it's about 90 billion. We're on server 52, so we're sitting at 88 billion, 88.6 billion to be exact. But if I go and I look at the rankings for the alliances in this server, right, starting with MDAF, they are now 41 billion, followed by Alpha, which is 20 billion, about 21 billion. Vet and Viv, 19 billion each. So we can round both of those up, right? So with the top 4 alliances already, right, that's about 80 billion. Then you're followed up with TU, WAF, and ATX, which are all about 17 or 18 billion. I mean, that's another 30 billion right there, right? So we're past that 88 billion mark that they're saying the overall server power is, which is, again, I don't understand how they do that as far as the power scaling. I don't know if that's different or something, new or whatever. But in a server such as this, even, and I said this before, even going after City 1 buffs, or not the buffs, but the titles, like that's what alliances are most concerned about for whatever reason. And this is a city that only 2 people hold titles, and one of them aren't even in the Axe Alliance, right? So I don't know. I don't know what the future of this alliance is. I guess we can still plan on heading to Caracas, but other than that, yeah, future here just doesn't seem bright. I don't like being held down under someone's thumb, right? That whole that whole saying of the rule of thumb. I'm not really interested in that. So maybe looking at other options as far as server migration, or potentially just disbanding the alliance. I'm not certain on that yet. I know Recovered wouldn't like that, but I'm sure he would understand if that's the route that I did want to go, simply because, I mean, we can't progress like this even with all of the city buffs, right? And that's assuming that they would allow us to take them, as it seems to be the case here. They pretty much were watching up until the last point where we're getting close to the CCC, and then they send somebody and they're just like, nah, we're gonna go ahead and need you to stop there, buddy. Right? So I don't know, man. At this point, it's just like, again, all we can look forward to is C4, and ours does start in about 3 days or 2 days now. or the matchmaking phase ends in about 2 days. So I think we still have right, the announcement phase, which begins and ends on the same day, but starts at reset and ends at the next reset. So I think we have about 3 days and then we go into Conquest. So not too far off. Hopefully we can have some fun with this. But outside of C4, not much fun. Again, just like bases of our power, it's not much to look forward to, as you can see. So I don't know, man. We're just just gonna try and hold on tight, Let's see. Yep, skill shot damage from that base almost completely wiped it out. And I'm pretty sure that base has lower HP walls than I do. I'm sitting at 575, which is not a lot. And even though I was able to do a bit of damage to the enemy base, it simply just wasn't enough. Let's see here. Like this report, I did, what's that, about 57 million damage? Yeah, about 57 million damage to the walls. Where's the other report? And this one, I did about 69, it looks like. Yeah, about 69. Actually 70 million, 74 million if I add the MB's damage. So about 74 million damage to their walls. And then lastly, where's that other report? Is it this one? It's this one. I was able to do about 63 million damage to the walls. 69 71 if I add up the MB and the heli damage. But again, all of that damage, and I literally just was able to chip away at the base health of this enemy about 20%. So clearly a lot more HP than I. Maybe not that much more, but she does have the research advantage over me, about 74 million, where I'm at 41. So yeah, way more research than me. You can see they have the blue flames over the Artie. The Artie is sitting at 30 million, whereas mine, I did buff, and I think it's sitting at just about 31, 32 million. My MB is at 33 from 28, I believe, and then my heli went up 2 million. I think that's a bug. I don't know though, because I think my heli is sitting at 20 million unbuffed. But maybe that's right, because my MB I think is at 28. So maybe that's right. But yeah, I don't think we have a chance against this enemy, and it's not even the fact that it's strong. It's just the fact that right now, right? Let's see. We don't have many people on at all. We could form a rally and take it out, of course, but yeah, we don't have a lot of members that are on or have been on for a while. So, I'm gonna suggest it and see what comes of it. And I'll notify you guys with pictures, or I'll record again if we're able to go ahead and take this base out. But until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye. right, lads. As you can see, or once the game loads, you'll be able to see. You probably saw at the end of the last recording, my phone did die. But we were not able to take out that base with the rally that we conjured up. We did get them pretty low. However, it seems like towards the end of the last recording, they did a unit shuffle, which is where they take all their units outside of their base and then immediately put them back inside the base so that all the units can retarget all attacking units. And it seems like the units that seem to be shuffled around, they all ended up targeting our attacking artillery, which they were able to take out, I believe, majority of them. So once my game loads, you'll be able to see the damage that he's able to do after the fact. Let's indeed see what did happen. Let's see. All right, so yeah, seems like he was able to take out Son Goku, which was right here. 66. So that'll be what, 87.9 million damage. He was able to take out a couple enemies, a couple of my units beforehand. So what I'm saying here is he did try and shuffle his units once before, but it targeted the infantry, and so the arty was still safe. So what happens is once a base is attacked, let's say by super heavy or MB and infantry, if the enemy tries to reshuffle their units, once their units select a target, it most likely usually is always infantry. And if they keep trying to reshuffle their units, it'll always select the infantry attacking unit as the primary target to focus. Now, I have seen it where it does sometimes not do that. Maybe once or twice I've seen that happen, but it'll, after being reshuffled so many times, it won't select the infantry anymore, and it'll select a different unit. But in this case, it did select our infantry, and usually it cannot select a different unit until the infantry unit is dead. So just on that case, he got lucky. So yeah, it looks like he got lucky. We were able to take him down to about, looks like 55% HP, maybe 60. It's looking like maybe about 55-60% health. We did a lot. But that just shows that we are able to take him out. Let's see if we still have people online. Looks like PC, E22, and Majin Buu. I'm gonna tell them we can try and reform the rally and try again. I'm gonna wait until all my units are retrained before I do that, though, just so we're closer before we decide to do that. I'm also gonna move my base closer once I'm done building my artillery unit. Seems like Apex wants him to attack, I'm assuming, so that he can try and take out his arty. That way the base is susceptible to his attack. Okay, so we indeed only did about 40% HP to the base. That just proves it came out of the yellow into the gray pretty quickly there. That was only about 5 minutes or so. But as you can see, he threatened us. Stay away from the CCC, basically, is what they're saying. If you come close, I will burn everything. He's only been able to burn maybe about 5 bases. One of those being a mini or alt account. So he's not doing as much as he thinks he is. But with that last attack, he has gained confidence, as you can see. So we're going to try and push up once my units are done building. E22 is online, but it doesn't seem like he wants to participate. So, oh well. But again, if once something else happens, I will indeed start the recording again and keep you guys updated. So we'll check back here in a second.